Hello boys and girls. In this video we're going to solve some problems on simultaneous equations. Okay, so there is one word problem that is written on the whiteboard. Okay, so here is the problem. The problem goes like this. Emma is selling pens and markers to raise money for a charity work. Okay, she has few pens and she also has a few markers. She sells P number of pens and M number of markers. Okay, so P is some variable. She is selling P number of pens and M number of markers. Okay, both P and M are variable because we don't know how many pens are there, how many markers are there. Okay, she sells 50 pens and markers in total. How many pens she sold? She sold P number of pens. Similarly, she also sold M number of markers. Together, they are coming up to 50. So she sells 50 pens and markers in total. Okay, the total of number of pens and markers is 50. Okay, so this is some part of the word problem. Okay, so there are three sums underneath. Let us go one by one. Write an equation in P and M to show how many markers Emma had. Write an equation in P and M to show how many markers and Emma had. Okay, P and M to show how many markers and pens Emma had. Sorry, it's not just markers and pens. Okay, so how many pens she has? She has P pens and M markers. Write an equation in P and M to show how many markers and pens Emma had. Okay, so how does that equation look like? Because in the problem statement, here it is mentioned that she sells P number of pens and M number of markers. Together clubbing both pens and markers, she has 50 quantity. What is 50? 50 is sum of pens and sum of markers. How many pens are there? P number of pens are there. How many markers are there? M number of markers are there. Together, she has 50 pens. So what is the equation for this given first sum? The equation is P plus M is equal to 50, isn't it? What is P? P is number of pens. What is M? Number of markers. So if you club both of them, how many total quantity is there? The 50 quantity. Okay. So that is about the first sum. Okay. Write an equation in P and M to show how many markers and pens Emma had. Okay. How many markers she has together? She has 50. Okay. The next one. Each pen costs €1. Okay. Each pen is costing €1. Each marker is costing €3. Okay. And Emma raises €74 in total from selling her pens and markers. Okay. Each pen costing €1. Okay, €1 is a local currency here, but it can be anything like $1, ₹1 or anything. It doesn't matter. Each pen is costing €1. How many pens she has? We thought that she has P pens. P pens, each pen costing €1. How much money together? This is going to be P into 1, isn't it? Isn't it? You bought 7 chocolates. Each chocolate is costing €1. How much it's going to cost total? €7. Similarly, she has P pens. Each pen is costing €1. So the total sum of money for pens is P into 1, which is P. P into 1, 1 P's are P. P. Okay, the cost of pens is P. P into 1. Okay, I'm going to write here the cost of pens is P into €1, that is equal to P euros. Okay, and the cost of marker is €3. How many markers she has? She has M markers. Okay, so the cost of markers, cost or the money she is raising by selling those markers. Okay, either way you can say, like the money that she is raising by selling markers is M into how much each marker costing 3 euro. So M into 3 euro. That is going to be 3 euro. 3 into M. In algebra, if you want to write any term that has some constant and a variable, usually we should write like this. For example, 3 into M. It's not like a M3. Okay, for example, if you want to write 5x, you should write like this. Of course, this is also equal to x into 5. But the convention is to write this way, 5x. A number should be at the first and then the variable. Okay. Since the cost is M into 3 euro, each marker cost is 3 euro. The total cost is 3 euro. Okay. Total cost is 3 euro. Alright. So Emma raised 74 euro in total from selling her pens and markers. Okay. So the cost of pens is P euro. The cost of markers is 3 euro. Together by selling those pens and markers, she raised 74 euro in total. So what is the equation? This much money plus this much money, together when you add it up, you should get 74 euro. Okay. So leave those currency aside, leave those euros aside. If you put it in equation, you will get P plus 3M is equal to 74. Isn't it? This is total number of pens and markers is 50 quantity. This is the cost of pens plus the cost of markers is equal to 74 euro. In other words, Emma raised 74 euro by selling P pens and M markers. The cost of each pen is 1 euro. The cost of each marker is 3 euro. Okay. This one, if you want to write, Emma raised 74 euro by selling P pens costing each 1 euro and M markers costing each 3 euro. Okay. Yeah. So now we got two equations. What are those equations? Those are simultaneous equations. Those two equations has two variables. To solve two variables, we need a minimum two equations. Okay, so with the one equation, you cannot solve two variables. What are the variables here? P and M are the variables. And you need to find out what the value of P is, what the value of M is. So that is what is given in the third sum, if you see here. Write an equation in P and M to show how much money M are raised. So this is the equation. This is the equation for this sum. Okay, write an equation. This is the equation. The third sum is using your equation from part A and B. So for the part A, this is the equation. For part B, this is the equation. Find out the cost of one pen and one marker. Okay, one pen and one marker. Okay, the cost of one pen and find the cost of one pen and one marker. Okay, and justify your answer. So now we need to solve for P and M. So the P gives the number of pens and M gives the number of markers. Okay. So to solve this linear equation, to solve these simultaneous equations, what is that we have to do? We have to do either add or subtract these two equations such that one variable gets cancelled. Okay. So here we have P, this equation we have P, this equation we have P. Okay. So to cancel out P, what is that? What operation we have to do? We have to subtract it. Isn't it? Only then P and P gets cancelled. So let us subtract the equation 2 from the equation 1. Okay, yeah, because if you add it, you will get a 2p, which is of no use. Again, you are still left with a variable. So the aim of doing this addition or subtraction is to get rid of one variable. That is why we are doing a subtraction. For example, if you add it, you will get 2p here and you will get a 4m here, which is of not much use because you are still left with the two variables. Okay. So if you subtract it, p and p gets cancelled and we will be left with only m variable. So if I do subtraction here, p and p gets cancelled and m minus 3m. What do you get? We get minus 2m. Okay. M minus 3m, which is equal to minus 2m. So here on the right side, if you do subtraction, 50 minus 74, which is going to be minus 24. Okay. So further solving. So now see this equation. We only have one variable here, which is a simple basic linear equation with a single variable, which is fairly simple to solve. Okay. Whereas here, these are simultaneous equations with two variables in each equation. Okay. So to solve two variables, you need to have two equations. So this is the first equation, this is the second equation. Fine, we got those two equations. Using those two equations, we have to find out each variable value. Okay. So what is m here? M is equal to minus 24 by minus 2, which is equal to 12. Minus by minus is plus. Plus by minus is minus. Plus by plus is plus. Minus by plus is minus. Okay, if both signs are same, then you will get a positive here. Either it is plus or minus, but both, like in the numerator and the denominator, if you have the same sign, then you will get a positive value. Okay, the m is 12. Now substitute this value of m in any of these two equations. This is first equation, this is second equation. In any of those equations, you replace the value of m in any of these two equations. Let's take the first equation and replace m with 12. So what is the first equation? P plus m is equal to 50. So if I replace the m value here in this equation, what is that? We will get p plus 12 is equal to 50 and p is equal to m. I replaced it with 12. How did I get 12? Here I got m is equal to 12. So p is equal to 50 minus 12 plus 12. If it goes to the other side, it becomes minus 12. Thereby you get p is equal to 38. So Emma sold 38 pens. What is p? Originally what is the p? We thought p is the number of pens that Emma had. M is the number of markers that Emma had. Isn't it? Okay. So what is the value of p? We got p is 38. So Emma sold 38 pens and 12 markers. Isn't it? If you sum them two, we get 50. That is 50 here. Okay. So our answer is verified. So we got m is equal to 12 and p is equal to 38. If you put those two values in the first equation, it is coming up to 50. So p plus m value is coming up to 50. So thereby, whatever the values that we got for p and m is correct. P is number of pens and m is the number of markers. Okay? Yeah. So the third one is simple, like from the part A and B, find out the cost of one pen and one marker. In fact, we don't need to do all of this to find out one pen and one marker because the value of one pen is €1. The value of one marker is €3. Okay. So to give this equation, like what is the equation for this one? Find the cost of one pen and one marker. P into 1, that is €, plus m into what is the cost of marker? Cost of marker 1. Sorry, the cost of one pen, 1 into 1 euro plus cost of one marker, 1 into 3 euro. One pen cost, each pen costing 1 euro, each marker cost 3 euro. So if I solve this one, if I simplify this one, I will get 1 euro plus 3 euro, which is equal to 4 euro. That is the cost of one pen and one marker. So we don't have to do all of this one because the cost of one pen is already given here. The cost of one pen is 1 euro. The cost of one marker is 3 euro. So find the cost of one pen and one marker. Okay, so that with this we can find it out. But by solving this equation, we got to know how many pens she sold, how many markers she sold. So how many pens she sold? 38 pens. And how many markers she sold? 12 markers. Only then, only for these two values, both the equations are satisfied. Okay. So if you take only one equation, there can be 40 pens and 10 markers. There can be 20 pens and 30 markers. But 20, 30, 40, 10 or 10, 40 or 25, 25, that is satisfying only this equation. But those values will not satisfy this equation. But only P is equal to 38 and M is equal to 12 are the unique pair which is going to satisfy both the equations. Okay, there is only one unique pair. Only one unique pair. It cannot be two unique pairs. The reason, any straight lines, this actually represents a straight line and a Cartesian plane. This also represents another straight line in a Cartesian plane. If you plot those two lines, they meet at only one point. So that is why that point is a unique point. That is why this unique pair of P and M will satisfy both the equations. So how many pens she sold? She sold 38 pens and she sold 12 markers. Okay. Thereby she also raised 74 euro by selling P pens and M markers. M is 12, P is 38. Okay. So this is irrelevant. Find the cost of one pen and one marker is irrelevant. Like we don't have to depend on P and M value to find it out because the cost of each pen is given here, the cost of each marker is given here. So we don't have to do all of this one to find out this one, but by solving this equation we got to know the value of P and the value of M. What is P again? P is number of pens and M is number of markers. Okay. Yeah. So that's how we did. Yeah. Ideally the question to find the cost of one pen, like the question is like this, then it makes more sense. Like I would say, using your equation from part A and B, find the number of pens, and markers Emma had or Emma sold to raise the required money. That is 74 euro. Yeah, that's more meaningful question in my opinion. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if it is given, find the cost of one pen and one marker, you don't have to do all of this one. Because you know the cost of one pen, you know the cost of one marker, you can easily find it out. It's going to be 4 euro. Okay, by solving this one, you get to know the value of P and M. But if the question is asked like this, find the number of pens and markers Emma had or Emma sold to raise this much money, then we have to certainly do it. Only then you will get to know, find the number of pens, you will get to know number of markers. Okay. Alright, let's take one more question and move forward. Okay, can you read out please? Give me some time. Erase. Yeah.
The shop is having.
A shop is having a special special
on boxes of
special
on
on
boxes of
boxes of
chocolates
chocks and mhm,
on boxes of chocolates
mhm,
and bunches of flowers.
and bunches of flowers. Bunches of flowers.
Let x is equal to
Let
x,
is equal to
the cost
cost
of one box
of one box of chocolates
and y is equal to
and y is equal to
the cost of one bunch of flowers.
cost of
One
One.
bunch of flowers.
mhm,
John buys
John buys
3 boxes of chocolates
3 boxes of chocolates
and 2 bunches of flowers.
and 2 bunches of flowers
Which costs him
which cost him
16 euro in total.
how much?
16 euro in total.
16 euro in total. Okay.
He writes the equation.
Sorry.
He writes the equation.
He writes the equation. Mhm.
3x
Sorry, 3
3x
mhm,
plus 2y
plus 2y
is equal to 16.
is equal to 16.
Yes.
Okay.
To represent the cost of these two items.
To represent
The cost
the cost
of these two items.
of these two items. Okay.
John's sister
John's sister
Amy
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 mhm,
buys 5 boxes
buys 5 boxes
of chocolates
of chocolates
and 2 bunches of flowers.
and
2
2 bunches of flowers
which costs 20 euro.
which cost
20 euro.
okay
The first part of question is
okay
write an equation in x and y,
write an equation
in x and y
mhm,
to represent
okay
how much Amy spent.
Amy spent okay
The second part is
mhm,
solve these simultaneous equations
solve these simultaneous equations
to find the cost of
to find the cost of
one box
one box
of chocolates
of chocolates
and 1 bunch of flowers
and 1 bunch of flowers
in this shop.
in
That's it. In this shop.
his shop.
That's it.
Okay, thank you. There you go. Okay, so this is another sum on simultaneous equations. Okay, let's read line by line. A shop is having a special on box of chocolate and bunch of flowers. Okay, so the shopkeeper is running some special discount and chocolate boxes and also the flower bunches, like the bunch of flowers. Let x is the cost of one box of chocolate and y is the cost of one bunch of flowers. Okay, so John buys 3 boxes of chocolates and 2 bunches of flowers, which cost him 16 euro in total. He writes the equation 3x plus 2y is equal to 16. First of all, is that equation correct? That seems to be correct. Let's see. John buys 3 boxes of chocolates, okay, and 2 bunches of flowers. 3 boxes of chocolates. So, what is the cost of each chocolate box? X is the cost of one chocolate box. So, 3 chocolate box, if you purchase 3 chocolate box, how much it's going to cost? It's going to cost 3x euro. Isn't it? X is the cost of one chocolate box, and he purchased 3 such boxes, chocolate boxes. The total cost is 3x euro. Okay? And he also purchased 2 bunches of flowers. 2 bunches of flowers. What is the cost of each flower bunch? It's a y euro. Y is the cost of one flower bunch. So, like that, if you purchase 2 bunches of flowers, then it's going to cost him 2y. So, how much he spent? John spent, which costed him 16 euro. So, 16 euro. So, 3x plus 2y is equal to 16. So, this is the equation that he wrote. That's fine. That equation is correct. Similarly, John's sister, Amy, she bought 5 boxes of chocolates and 2 bunches of flowers. So 5 boxes of chocolates, each costing x euro. So the cost is 5x. And Amy purchased 2 bunches of flowers, costing each flower bunch is y euro. So 2y. John's sister Amy buys 5 boxes of chocolates and 2 bunches of flowers. 2 bunches of flowers, which costed her 20 euro. Okay, so this is the equation for John, equation 1 for John's purchase, and this is the equation 2 for Amy's purchase. Okay, so how many John purchased? John purchased 3 boxes of chocolates and 2 bunches of flowers. Amy purchased 5 boxes of chocolates and 2 bunches of flowers. They both purchased 2 bunches of flowers. John also purchased 2 bunches of flowers and Amy also purchased 2 bunches of flowers. But for John, it costed 16 euro. For Amy, it costed 20 euro. Okay, so let's see what the questions are. Part A is write an equation in x and y to represent how much Amy spent. Okay, so this is the equation. This is the equation for Amy's purchase or Amy's spent. So this is the equation for Amy. She purchased 5 boxes of chocolates. 5 into x. What is x here? We should be very clear in using those variables what that variable is representing at the very first step. The x is the cost of one chocolate box. Y is the cost of one flower bunch or a bunch of flowers. Okay, so we should be very clear. She purchased 2 flower bunches. She purchased 5 chocolate boxes. That's why we got 5 into x plus 2 into y, which is equal to 20. Okay, so that's a part A. We already wrote this equation. John equation is already given in the question itself. For Amy's equation, we wrote that equation, Amy's equation here. That's the second equation. Solve these 2 simultaneous equations to find out the cost of 1 box of chocolates and 1 bunch of flowers. What is what is the cost of 1 box of chocolate? That is x. And 1 bunch of flowers. What is the cost of 1 bunch of flowers? It is y. Okay, so those 2 are the variables in the given equations. So the question is to solve x and y. If you solve x and y, that gives you the cost of 1 box of chocolate, and y gives the cost of 1 bunch of flowers. Okay, so this is the simultaneous equation. So when 2 simultaneous equations are given, to solve those simultaneous equations and to find out the values of variables in those equations, what is that we have to do? Okay, so we have to do some operation, either an addition or a subtraction. Okay, we have to do either an addition or a subtraction such that one of the variable gets cancelled, one of the variable gets eliminated. These are the 2 equations. What operation we should apply here? Should we do addition or subtraction? So let's take an addition. If I do addition, 3x plus 5x, you'll get 8x. 2y plus 2y, you'll get 4y. So both variables are still there, even after doing an addition, which is not good for us. Okay, so we have to do an operation such that one variable goes away, one variable gets eliminated. Okay, so addition is not good for us, it's not good for us. Next operation is a subtraction. Let's do the subtraction. 3x minus 5x, we'll get minus 2x. Okay, x is still there. Let's do this one. 2y minus 2y, isn't it? It's gone. 2y minus 2y is 0. It's gone. Okay, so that's what we wanted, right? We want to eliminate one variable. So subtraction is a suitable operation. So let's do subtraction. So if I do subtraction, the symbols will change here. Previously it was plus, so that's why it became minus. Previously it was plus, that is why it became minus. Previously it was plus, that's why it became minus. Okay, when we do subtraction, all the symbols for the bottom equation. Plus 5x has become minus 5x, plus 2y has become minus 2y, plus 20 has become minus 20. Okay, so let's do a normal addition after that time. So if I do an addition, 3x minus 5x is equal to minus 2x. 2y minus 2y gets cancelled. 16 minus 20 is equal to minus 4. Okay, so now it's easy to solve, easy to find out the value of x. X is equal to minus 4 by minus 2, which is equal to 2. Minus by minus plus, x is equal to 2. So now we got the value of one variable. Once you get the value of one variable, you simply substitute that variable in any of the equations that you have earlier. Okay, so now what is the value of x? 2. What is x, by the way? X is the cost of one box of chocolates. So we got to know the value of one box of chocolates. What is the other variable that we have? That is y. What is y? Y is the cost of one bunch of flowers. So let's take the value of x as 2 and substitute in this first equation. So let's put it there. 3 into x. What is x? X is 2. 3 into 2 plus 2 into y is equal to 16. Okay. What is 3 2s? 3 2s are 6 plus 2y is equal to 16. 3 2s are 16. 3 2s are 6 plus 2y is equal to 16. What is the next step? This is a basic linear equation with one variable. To solve it, take all the constants to one side, leave all the variables to one side. What is the term that has a variable? 2y is the term. So leave this one on the left side only. And 16 is some known quantity, constant. And 6 is also known quantity. Take the 6 also to the other side. If you take it to the other side, it becomes minus 6 because it was plus 6 here. 16 minus 6 is 10. 2y is equal to 10. Y is equal to 10 by 2, which gives you 5. Okay, y is 5. X is 2. What is y? The cost of bunch of flowers. What is x? Cost of one chocolate box. Okay. So solve the simultaneous equation to find the cost of one box of chocolates, which is x, that is 2 euro, and one bunch of flowers in his shop. Flowers, the cost of one bunch of flowers is 5 euro. Okay. So by solving the simultaneous equations, we derived the value of, we found out the value of x and y. That's what is asked in the RP. Okay. So read the question, reading the question and understanding what are the variables, what are the known quantities, how to frame an equation is so important. Only if you are able to frame this equation, then only you can solve it. The solving is fairly simple, just like the standard procedure. Do either addition or subtraction so that one variable gets cancelled. Okay, one variable gets cancelled and you are left with only one variable, and solve for that variable and substitute that variable in any of the equation to find out the other variable. Okay, so framing this equation is a trickier part. So to frame that, you have to read the question again and again and understand what are the known variables, what are the known quantities, what are the unknown quantities, and what is the relation given. So the relation is in total, see here the cost is 16 euro. This is the relation. What is this related to? 16. 16 is related to 3 boxes of chocolates and 2 bunch of flowers. This is the relation. Using that relation, we derive this equation. Okay, similarly, here if it comes to Amy's case, she bought 5 boxes of chocolates and 2 bunch of flowers, which is costing 20 euro. So based on that information, we framed this equation. So solving these two equations, we will get to know the value of x and y, which are unknowns at the beginning, but we got to know those values by solving these simultaneous equations. Okay, two simultaneous equations or two equations having two variables in each of those equations. By solving those equations, you'll get to know the value of both the variables. To find out the two variables, we need to have at least two equations. With one equation, you cannot find out. Say for example, I said x plus y is equal to 5. What is x and 5? What is x and y? Okay, you cannot find out x and y. So x may be 1, y may be 4, x may be 2, y may be 3, x may be 3, y may be 2. There are infinite combinations exist, infinite values of infinite possibilities can satisfy this equation, but that is not what we want, right? We want a unique set of x and y that should satisfy this equation. For that, we need two equations. Those are simultaneous equations. Okay, so to find out two variables, we need a minimum of two equations. Alright, yeah, so that's how we solve the second sum in total. Alright, yeah, we'll meet up again in next video with a few more problem solving questions. Okay, yeah, see you there. Yeah, thank you.